Hey friends, welcoming you to night 2 of the Spring Goddess Portal, and it is my deep pleasure to introduce you to the goddess of this night. Her name is Tara. This is a beautiful image of her. I like to peek from behind. And you can see she has some similarities with the goddess Kali, but her principles and her role are a little bit different. Some of the similarities, we see her also with the severed head, also with sword, also dancing on Shiva's body, and particularly standing on his heart. But the differences start with her skirt of tiger skin. She's wearing a garland of skulls. That's different from a garland of severed heads. And she is similar in color, this gorgeous blue-black color. And in the Madhubani style, like what I just showed you, in that line drawing style, she's shown in a black color. She is the savioress. Where Kali is a principle of the pure consciousness itself, Ma Tara is the savioress who takes one across the ocean from the shore of samsara to the shore of nirvana. So the shore of samsara being suffering, the game that you, me, and everybody else is enjoying down here. And the shore of nirvana is the shore of transcendence. So Ma Tara is embodied. Her boat is the Om. And if we wanted one seed syllable of hers, it is Om. And Om means womb. From her, all of wisdom is born. So her iconography is described as a 16-year-old young girl who is pregnant with the universe in her belly, birthing all of creation through her sacred matrix, her yoni. And if she is pregnant, that leads us to another very important thing. She is self-fertilized and self-realized. She saves all from sufferings because she is enlightenment embodied. She's the star, Tara, the muse who guides us along the path of righteousness. She helps one cross over the turbulent waves of the mind and thought currents towards bliss. She purifies and energizes the mind with its own life force, prana, breath. Ma Tara is often associated with water. And if we pause for a second and consider Miniwikoni, water is life. You, me, we humans, we're pretty much water, or at least fluid-based. We're more like big walking crystal matrices. We think we're something solid. I mean, I guess if I banged my head on the wall that's right here, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But luckily we have some skin that holds it all on the inside, or I don't know, I think we'd be like pools of gooiness, or maybe more like jellyfish who are highly intelligent and extremely old. They've survived a lot of cycles here on Earth. So Ma Tara, we find her in the iconography that we're describing from the Dasha Mahavidya, because that's part of the cultural tradition of the northeast of Himalaya. Tara is also wildly popular in Tibetan Buddhist setting, and we see her often seated, one leg in, one leg out, carrying the sword of wisdom, extremely benevolent. Now this gorgeous, wrathful mother, she got fangs and dreadlocks and weapons, and she's wearing animal skins, and she's come here, and she's not coming to play. But if you need somebody's blessings, if you need an obstacle removed, the beauty of Tara practice is you don't need any formalities. You just have to be with her. Really from the depths of your soul. and call upon her for help. She is the savioress. She is the benevolent mother of the whole universe. In the ancient language of yantra, this is what she looks like. And I'm going to do my best to keep this centered and share with you a little bit about the structure of this geometry. This looks pretty simple in comparison to some of the other yantras. Even Kali yantra is far more involved. So here, this is the simplest and most powerful yantra. The bhupur, so this outside section, is of beautiful viridian leaf green color, the same as in Ganesh yantra or Sri yantra. Green is balance, which is needed to cross the ocean of samsara. Meditation on green produces its complementary color, red. Red is a color of inspiration, free-flowing, revolution against existing values. Oh yes, she's very rebellious. All the Dasha Mahavidyas are. The petals are of rose pink color. Pink is representative of shyness. Meditation on this color creates frankness. The symbolism of 8 petals has been explained above, when we talked about Kali yantra. So that's the 8 aspects of Prakriti: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intellect, and ego. The upward pointing triangle is colored, so sometimes Kali yantra appears with the triangle pointing upwards. Sorry, Tara yantra, but I don't know, you guys. It's divine feminine. I'm pretty sure we want this triangle pointing down. This inner triangle is red, vermilion, the color of rage. Tara is also one who destroys fear created by storms and floods. Because of her connection with speech, the vermilion triangle has been set over the violet or purple shade of Akasha, space, the element of the 5th chakra. I don't know about that last thing, but considered to be the seat of Saraswati, goddess of knowledge. Meditation on this vermilion triangle, which forms the background of the golden bindu, that's this dot in the center, creates green. Thus we see that meditation on the green bhupur creates vermilion, and meditation on the vermilion triangle produces green. This balance is the key of Tara. It is the balance which is Tarak, carrier, the boat, Tarini. She's a boatman. She's a boat woman, boat person, is able to float and travel across because of this balance. The color green is neutral, neither hot nor cold, being a combination of hot yellow and cold blue. Vermilion is a color of violence, and green pacifies it. First, the meditation is done on the green bhupur to produce life, then on red, vermilion, which produces green and establishes balance. In the end, the meditation is on bindu, the Shakti Tara. So these yantras, these are meditation tools. And if you wanted to use the mantra, maybe you've got your own temple deck and you wanted to use the mantra to gaze at, you want to keep it at about reading distance. And if you're like, well, I read really far away, well then cool. If you're really close, I mean, like the measurement of elbow, like put your wrist to your chin, and so that would be about the distance. And the idea is to be with the image without blinking. Now, when I meditate on yantras, when I'm really looking at the dot in the middle, the bindu, and then there's also this easing of the eyesight and taking in the whole image. I kind of play between the two, and then at some point in time, I close my eyes and I see the image in just behind the eyelids. This is all part of the science of yantra. It's like mirror vision. So as our eyes take the image in, it reverses in the back of the eye. And there's even more to the process about some cellular activation and then what activates in the brain. So it's sort of like the image, the image, the image, the image, the image, the image. Ultimately, you are the image. And I guess in that way, at some point in time, ultimately, you are the deity as well. So I hope you found this loving and enriching. I'll be sharing a little essay about Ma Tara tomorrow during her daytime time. But I invite you to be restful, to commune with the mother, and to utilize this very special portal for healing and transformation. It's here for us. And I'll be sharing again tomorrow night about our next goddess. Stay tuned. See you soon.